Today we talking about Nosferatu, Robert Eggers' latest film, and I love this movie. He's been on a roll. I loved all the movies he's made. The Lighthouse being my favorite, and everything he's done has been great, and this is no exception. It's a remake of the classic 1920s silent film that I've never seen before. I know, what a poser, but I love vampires. I think they're a cool fictional creature, cool powers and weaknesses. I like it when it's simple, just stick to the heart, sunlight being deadly. You don't need a thousand vulnerabilities like garlic and holy water. And there should be a downside to being a vampire. Like you got to be addicted to blood. You can live night, you can't just be in the daytime in high school living your best life. I think that's kind of silly. There should be a tragedy to it. This movie is phenomenal, start to finish. I love pretty much almost everything about it. Great plot, great performances by everybody across the board. Everybody's awesome. Cool world, excellent costumes. Everybody is dressed spectacularly, and great music. There's a lot of things I like here about this movie. It's the story of a vampire trying to buy a house, and he's fooling his real estate agent into signing a false document that dissolves his marriage so he can steal his wife. That's a main plot point, but mainly revolves around Count Orlok, a vampire, and his obsession with Ellen, a woman he has a unholy union with, and is obsessed with, and has decided to come claim and unleash darkness and death upon the world. And I loved it. Bill Skarsgård is Count Orlok, and this is probably one of the best creature villain performances I've ever seen. Everything he does or says is incredible. The way he speaks, his accent, the way he rolls some of his words is very cool. I love his cool mustache. And just his presence, he feels like a giant monster trapped in a smaller monster's body. And we just are overwhelmed by his like demonic aura. 'Cause when he breathes, he like sucks in all the air in the room, and his steps are like thunderous booms, and he can like teleport. So anything he says or does is really like impactful. My favorite vampire thing is when he feeds on somebody, he latches onto their heart and like uses all his muscles to like suck all the blood out of the body in one gulp. I thought that was a cool creature effect. Lady Rose Depp as Ellen is probably my MVP of the movie. She is incredible. Really puts herself out there and is able to shift tones like effortlessly. She goes from calm to hysterical to normal to vengeful, like back and forth. It's really incredible to see. The scenes where she's possessed, and there's a lot of them, I love. It's probably some of the best acting in the movie because her physicality and the way she moves is awesome. And some of the expressions he's making with her mouth, it looks CGI, but it's just really unnerving, and I liked all of that. Nicholas Hoult as Thomas is great. Aaron Taylor Johnson as Friedrich. He's probably my second favorite character. It's weird nowadays. I kind of see him more as a action star, but here he's just like a normal dude with a family and a business, and he's just trying to help out his friends, and he's just slowly driven insane, and ultimately his family gets murdered, and he goes mad and dies because he, tried to help out his friends and invite evil into his home. So I loved his performance, and Willem Dafoe is awesome. He's awesome and everything. Probably my favorite scenes in the movie are at the beginning with Thomas and Orlok in the castle, and it just feels like we're in a nightmare because Orlok is just like punishing Thomas with his demonic pressure, and you can tell he's like messing with him and taunting him, and Thomas just has this look of like anxiety and absolute terror on his face because he's like in the presence of the devil, and probably my favorite scenes of the movie. One of the things I didn't like is there's too many supernatural things happening, and the character wakes up. Was it a nightmare? Was that real? There was like six of those scenes, and then it kind of got repetitive. But overall, love this movie. Great performances by everyone. Excited to see what Robert Eggers does next. Hopefully, he brings along a couple of these actors because they made a great team. Highly recommend you watch it. Thank you.